May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Students Refuse to Believe Liberal Lie. So without further ado, let's get started.
My name is Micah, and just a quick question. I get a lot of flack and crap for being black and conservative. So Malcolm X in the '60s said that black people are only used as a political football for white liberals. For white liberals, yeah. What would you say that your best argument is to disprove that fact and whatnot?
Well, I kind of agree with Malcolm X, if that's okay to say. I don't know if you're asking me to disprove that, but
no, prove that it was true.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So just to understand, Malcolm X, kind of a mixed bag, and don't agree with everything he believed in, but Malcolm X was totally right on this. Malcolm X railed against white liberals that were trying to use the black population for their own personal gain, and boy was he right. And so you kind of look at, just look at one public polling poll, right? Where the question is, do you support defunding the police? Most black communities don't support defunding the police. Who supports defunding the police are upper white liberals on the northeast side of New York. It's there's this huge disconnect. And so, look, but if you look at an even more fundamental, deeper level of this, I think what is most interesting and most important is that black culture in America is completely disconnected from white liberal metropolitan culture. And they're actually at the exact opposite. You could speak, and you might disagree, but at least my experience and the black conservatives I spend time with is that this trans issue is the least popular in the black community of all the communities in the country. It's the least popular, especially when it comes to men. They're what? Are you kidding me? And yet it's being pushed by white liberals on a party where they're the most reliable voting demographic, right? And so, look, put simply is that I believe that white liberals running the entire apparatus have taken for granted the average black voter. They think it's just already baked in. And at the very least, it's you have to compete for the vote, right? In black communities across the country, you have failing schools, rising crime, and deteriorating households, and the same political decisions keep on being made over and over again. So, yeah, I can help you unpack that further, I suppose, but it really kind of goes down to this, which is, what is the best for a human being regardless of color? The best for human beings is to be able to own property, get a fair education, have streets that aren't widespread with crime. These issues should not be controversial at all. It shouldn't be controversial to say that we want school choice, we want better schools, all these sorts of things. So happy to unpack that further. But let me just ask you a question. Being a black conservative, how does the black community treat you in that way?
So my barber, I get my haircut in Fayetteville, and every time I sit down in the chair, he's asking me all kinds of questions, and he gives me all these stats, and I don't even know if any of them are actually true, but he says them confidently enough to where they might be true. And I just have to sit there and take it. I don't know what exactly stats, to refute those with.
It's not your job.
So, I just get, and all my uncles and everybody just rails on me. I've been called, Uncle Tom,
Yep.
every name in the book.
There's a great movie. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I've seen it,
with Larry Elder and the great
Candace
Owens.
Owens,
Yeah. So let me just kind of encourage you, though. You got to keep holding the line. You're not alone. There's a growing community of black conservatives across the country that are sick and tired of the one-stop shop monolithic thinking. The great Larry Elder, as I mentioned, Candace Owens, Brandon Tatum have been helping lead this charge. You are not alone. They want you to make you feel alone. And I just want to say we have your back 100%. So God bless you.
If I get anything from this video, I get the fact that he said what we need as human is to be able to get a good degree, get a good paying job, get what the basic thing we need in life, and if you're going to be a politician, these are things you need to make sure that the average person is able to achieve. Give them a very quality education, give them a good job that can cater for them need, and so many other things. And don't look at the color of the skin or whatever. Just you are going there to serve, and that is your goal. And same with us, if as a human being, what you want is your basic needs, not what people say about you or how people define you. I think that is I was watching Kendall's video, and she said don't let what people say about you be you, or don't let what people say about your ancestors define you. Be the best version of yourself, and Go out there and deliver what you know how to do best. Sometimes we feel like people have the stigma of seeing you in a certain way, maybe because of your race or because of your color. And sometimes it limits your productivity simply because of how you feel you are being seen. And that is not what should bother you. What should bother you is what you're going to eat tomorrow, where you're going to lay your head, and not what people think about you, because you can't stop people from thinking, but you can stop yourself from eating. So now go out there and provide for yourself. And I just love this. And yeah, I love the way this two dialogue, he said what he feels, or how people define, or why he refused to believe in liberal or so. And now Charlie is trying to let him know that there are people out there. You are not the only one in this situation. They are not the only one seeing things in your own perspective. There are others out there seeing things the way you do, and they are trying to like let the world know that though you might see us like this, but we can be more than this. You see, and I've seen the likes of Candy. She's always there, like letting the world know that yes, I may be black, but I have what it more than what it takes, or I have what it takes to be a human. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to speak out continuously till my voice is heard everywhere. And she's doing well for herself. This is a beautiful one. I love this so much. Though the guy is a student, I love the fact that he came out there to express himself, and at least Charlie, I've given him a word of encouragement. And he also made a mention of the political aspect. He said sometimes they are lacking behind certain things. You don't campaign and let some certain people out of your campaign simply because you feel like there is the kind of people, or this is the people they will vote for. You feel like you don't want to campaign to them because their fate is sealed. No, you go out there and put in the work, because no one is bound to keep on supporting a particular kind of person for so long. It depends on how you're able to convince them for them to side with you. Just like this, the student had an issue, and he decided to let the issue known, and now he's getting someone to like encourage him and let him see reason why what he's doing is not alone. Anyway, there's a beautiful one coming from Charlie. I will definitely check out more of his video. If you have any recommendation, let me know in the comment section. It is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember this.